right, in the Alfa Romeo. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome back to the channel. Yeah, I'm taking the Alfa Romeo to TrackSpec over here in Fremont, California. We have our friend who's a master mechanic for Alfa Romeo all the way in Burlingame at the Chrysler dealership, but I'm not doing anything major to the Alfa Romeo. It's just gonna be like some basic maintenance, so I'd rather take it here. It's just kind of like a quick in and out type of thing. They've worked on my car before. They're actually the ones who installed the Capristo exhaust on my Alfa Romeo as well. You had a lot of trust in their work. They mostly work with Lotus. You'll see if you haven't watched any of my other videos with taking the car to get maintenance there, that yeah, a lot of Lotus, and they do some case swaps on there. I'm not going to case swap the 4C. Can't wait to go to the shop and show you guys what they have there, because it's pretty sick stuff. All right, here we are, TrackSpec. Look at this Lotus. That is pretty. I think I'm gonna park next to this one, although they'll probably take me in pretty quickly. We got my 4C, and look at the Mira next to it. If you guys are new to the channel, I actually got a chance to drive in a Mira maybe like 2 years ago during Car Week. Manual transmission. It's basically a Camry engine, I want to say. But yeah, the cool thing is that you can get this in a manual transmission. The Alfa Romeo 4C, on the other hand, only came in a dual clutch transmission, which is great. Don't get me wrong; it's like a really good transmission. But if you're one of those, which like I was, I always wanted just a manual transmission car. This is a really nice option. They've only been around for probably a year and a half or so here, at least in the States. So this is actually one of the nicer ones with the spoiler kit all around. Really nice, but it's still kind of expensive. Like the Mira is still gonna cost you close to 100, probably less. Well, it depends, right? Like if you're getting a brand new, also. Whereas a 4C you could probably get right now, you know, as low as 45. And the only thing is, you know, this one is now rare. So if you want it a certain color, they don't have too many different trims. There's like the 33 Stradale, which like good luck ever finding one. But other than that, they're pretty much all the same. So you're not gonna have too many options other than maybe the color and a few carbon fiber pieces here and there, maybe a little bit of suspension. But because, you know, you're not going to find them brand new and they're rare, that's the only thing about them that, yeah, even though the price is right, it's just, you know, finding what you want. The Mira, you can, you know, spec brand new. But again, this one has a nice spoiler kit, so very cool. But my whole point is, yeah, that this one, just the fact that you can get it in a manual transmission, if you're one of those, like, you got to have it in a manual, this is a very nice option to have. And it has a reliable Toyota engine. Nice Type R. Like I was saying, they work mostly with Lotus, but because they work with a lot of Honda engines, you'll see Hondas here. My Alfa Romeo is not the only Alfa Romeo that's been here. There's been other ones before, and even people that I've referred to the shop as well. And BMWs, there tends to be a lot of BMWs around here too. There's a Porsche GTS as well. I saw a cat. Yeah, there's a cat. I'm not going to get too close to the cat because that's a different shop. Yeah, maybe I can show you inside the shop as well. Just kind of like a quick thing. I don't want to bother anyone. Which Benz did you use so far? Which Benz have you done so far? Oh, check out all the artwork inside their office. Trophies. They go racing. Little model cars. Yeah, nice office. You can look right outside into the shop.
Do everything now. It's
okay. Just
the diff cell. It went to the builder. And the gearbox is coming out. It's gonna get gone through. The engine's coming out. It's going. Wow. I'm gonna go through that.
Yeah.
So there's just so much to do.
I'll bet. FD up. Lotus NSX. Cool stuff. Alright, my 4C is about to go in. One of my favorite things about getting maintenance on the car is hearing it, because I'm always inside the car. It's always nice to hear it from outside. Not the loudest, like warm start or even cold start. Like I remember my Fiat Abarth had a louder cold start than the 4C, or even warm start. But once the 4C gets going, that's like when you really hear it. Sounds so good. I like the sound. I remember when someone said on one of my videos or commented that it sounds like a WRX, and I was like, STI or regular? And they're like, regular. I'm like, yeah, that's the sound I was going for. Let's go see if my friend Tim's here. Look what we got. Yeah, Timothy, you want to check out the shop real quick?
Oh yeah, check it out.
Yeah.
We're not parking up anyway.
Yeah, it's wherever.
Yeah.
Look, meow.
Where?
Right there, meow. Look at him go. There goes the kitty. How's it going? Kitty. Hi. Psst, psst, psst. Yeah, you understand that, huh? So cute.
The office.
Hello. Oh, he was doing the paperwork, huh? This is the manager, huh?
Yeah,
You're the
he's the
manager? That's funny. Right on. Right there.
Oh, of course, dirty spot.
Alright, 4C is all done, but look at this. I wanted to show you guys, because this is what I was talking about. Them doing the Honda swaps. Then I was talking to some of the folks inside. Like, obviously most of these are track built, but if time allows, they can also make it street legal as well. Also, we gotta talk about the 4C, because they did find a crack on one of the tires. It is a bit concerning, but I've always been told by other Alfa Romeo 4C people that Michelins are the way to go anyways. This might be the time to finally get the Michelins that I always wanted for the 4C. So, but at least in the meantime, oil change is done, tires are rotated. Besides that small crack on the tire, nothing else is pressing. I'll go home, I'll order some Michelins, we'll bring it back or get it done. And also some other things to help with the feel of the car as well. Damn, it is hot for a muggy day. All right, I am back home, and yeah, I want to talk about that crack on the tire. I'll show you guys an image here, what that looks like. So yeah, the tires, I mean, overall, they're not that bad, because I changed them, I want to say, well, maybe miles-wise, not that long ago, because, again, I don't drive this thing that often, and especially now that I also have the Prelude. So between those two cars, my commuter car, the Tesla M3, because of that, I don't use it as much. So miles-wise, their tires are not that old. But now that I come to think of it, as far as the year of the tires, though, that might be another story. So I think I'm finally going to go all Michelins. I'll find out which ones I need. And then while I'm at it, I'm going to do what it takes for it to improve the performance, as far as like the way the car steers, the suspension. Well, not the suspension necessarily, but just little things. And also, I've been hanging on to this for quite a while. The engine mount, I heard this makes a difference as well. So I've been hanging on for this for a minute, because a friend of mine was supposed to put it on when we put on the intake, but the exhaust, the aftermarket exhaust, the Capristo exhaust, whoa, that's exhausting. It is in the way, and we didn't want to mess with it. But since TrackSpec is the one that installed the exhaust, and I talked to one of the mechanics there, and he's basically had this, not this car, but he's had a 4C completely in half, in his shop, so he knows it pretty well. So I think again, the engine mount on, other little things to get this dialed in correctly. Michelin tires, this thing should be feeling really good, and it's long overdue if I'm being honest. Just maintaining the car, making sure it runs good is a priority before I do anything else. I've had ideas for this car for a long time, but it's been in this pretty much the way it is now for almost 5 years. It's been 5 really quick years of like the carbon bits, the vinyl wrap, custom steering wheel, the Capristo exhaust, like all those things have been the way they are. I've changed the stereo maybe twice, added cameras, and that's about it. As far as like big ideas, those things can be on hold because the maintenance, maintaining it, making sure it drives good, those take priority, obviously. As far as the Prelude, I put that on hold. As far as I think the wheels, the suspension, that's about it. I have an intake coming in for it. I was debating on the whole intake thing for a while, but it'll be a nice little sound to go along with the exhaust when the VTEC hits with the intake. So we got that coming really soon. Yeah, again, wheels, suspension. I don't know. I keep changing my mind. Like, I don't know if I want to go just lowering it, coilovers with these wheels, or if I should go with some other wheels. I think bagging it is probably not, I say that now, but I might change my mind. But bagging it right now is not in the lead as far as like what I think I want to do with the Lude. Anyways, that's going to do it for today. Hope you guys enjoy this short video. Me going to TrackSpec. If you have any questions as far as like the car, TrackSpec, or anything else, any suggestions, what I should do with the car, whatever it is, go ahead, leave that in the comments. Like, subscribe, share with anyone that might like this type of content, and I'll talk to y'all later.